Hello and welcome to Connected 14 Days of Yoga with Aunjel. I'm Aunjel and today is day 5. Today's practice, ground, is all about grounding ourselves in our truth and in our power. So go ahead and hop into something comfy and I will see you on the mat. All right, folks, so we're going to get started today in child's pose position. So go ahead and bring your big toes together, your knees as wide as the mat. Walk the hands forward and really settle into this restful posture. As always, if your hips are feeling a little tight today, you can grab a blanket or bolster, pillow even. Place it behind your knees or just beneath the chest. Just taking a moment to ground before our practice today. And be rocking your forehead side to side. Massaging out any tensions, any worries that do not serve you at this time. And on the next breath, slowly begin to shift your weight forward, coming up onto all fours. Take a moment here just to massage and warm up our wrist. So turning your left palm so that your fingers are facing your body and doing the same with your right. And then finding some really gentle movement here, rocking forward and back. And unwinding your hands here. Go ahead and take your right hand, flip it so that your palm is face up. And gently shift your weight back, stretching. These wrist flexors here. Bringing your right palm back to meet the mat and doing the same thing on your left side here. So palm up and just gently rocking. And releasing that palm back down to the mat, maybe shaking it out if you need to. And tucking your toes. Go ahead and send the hips back so that you're sitting on your heels. You should feel a nice stretch here in your toes and in your arches. Lengthening through the spine, shining the heart forward. Inhale, both hands up. Go ahead and grab a hold of your right wrist. And on the next exhale, send that right hand over to the left. inhale back to center. And grabbing a hold of your left wrist, exhale. Stretching over to the right side body. And now back to center. Release both hands down. Go ahead and clasp your hands behind you. Draw your shoulders back and down. Shine your heart forward. Lightly lift the chin. Big breath here. And slowly start to draw circles. Your neck. Maintaining that intention of drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Changing directions. Great. Coming back to neutral, release your hands down. Bring your hands just beside your knees. And then pressing into your hands, bring your knees up towards your chest. So this takes a little bit of balance here, so take your time. If you squeeze your thighs in towards one another, it could be helpful. We're just going to curl into a little ball, bring our nose and our forehead to meet our knees. Walk the palms out as far as your body will allow you, coming actively to your fingertips. And really breathing into that back body. One more big breath here. And then send the knees back down to the mat. Come on up onto your knees. Bring your hands to the small of your back. Activating the core, so drawing the navel in, send the hips forward, shine through the heart and lift the chin. This is a camel variation here. One more big breath here. Exhale, release down, back into all fours. Plant the palms a little bit further than shoulders width apart. Make sure the knees are just beneath the hips. Draw your elbows in so that the inner elbow is almost shining forward here. And we're going to lift the knees, send the hips up and back, inviting a nice deep bend in the knees. Downward facing dog. The next inhale, send that right foot up high. And exhale, draw that knee towards your chest. And then plant the foot in between the palms. Right away, let's plant the left hand and reach that left palm or right palm up towards the sky. And exhale, release it back down to meet the mat. This time bringing the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Heel-toeing your right foot towards the edge of your mat. And then taking a moment here to drop that left knee. So we have a lizard variation here. You're more than welcome to hang out here with your knee on the earth. But if you are interested in a more active practice today, go ahead and tuck that back toe, lift the back thigh, and then begin to draw some gentle small circles to the left and then to the right, just flossing the hips a bit. On the next breath, send that right foot back to meet the left. And the hips back in up to downward dog. Take a moment to walk it out. Dropping the left heel and then the right. Feeling that stretch up through your calves and your hamstrings, all the way to your hips. And then meeting me in stillness. Send the left foot up high. Exhale, knee to chest. And then plant that left foot in between the palms. Root your right palm into the earth. Send your left hand up. Big breath here. Release it all down to the mat, bringing your left palm onto the inside of your left foot. Heel toe that foot out to the outer edge of your mat. And again, you can lower the back knee. Hang out here. If you're feeling extra bendy today, you can even drop down to your forearms. And I'd like to invite you to engage that back leg by lifting the right knee. And then drawing some small circles to the left. And then to the right. On the next breath, send your left foot back to meet your right. Send the hips back and up. Downward dog, really drawing your belly towards the tops of your thighs, releasing the head to the earth. Pushing firmly through the palms. Inhale, send your gaze forward. Shift your weight forward and walk. Skip, hop. On up to the front of the mat. Go ahead and release everything down. Inhale, up halfway. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, release back down towards the earth. Inviting a gentle sway that's led by your hips. Allowing gravity to gently tug on the tops of your head. Maybe intentionally sending the hips up, drawing the belly towards the tops of your thighs. And then on the next inhale, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll on up to standing. Great. So coming to the center of your mat, go ahead and bring your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to point the toes at a 45-degree angle so that they're looking at the corners of your mat here. And then big inhale, send both hands up. Exhale, cut right down the center. Inhale, both hands up. And exhale. Back to center. Really grounding through our feet here. Big inhale, sending both hands up. And exhale, this time bending the knees, drawing the navel in and sinking into a goddess squat. Taking a moment to really ground through this powerful posture. We're spiraling our inner thighs outward, really tucking the tailbone here and engaging our abs. We're pressing firmly through the palms, relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. Great. And then drawing the kneecaps up towards your hips, straightening the legs. Go ahead and point your toes forward. Inhale, send both hands back up. And exhale, wide leg forward fold. So just releasing everything down to the mat here, making sure to release in the back of the neck. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the left. Big breath here. And then walk the palms on over to the right. Big breath here. Returning back to center. Shifting your weight forward just a bit. Feeling that stretch along the backs of your hamstrings. And then bringing your palms to your hips. Really engaging your abs here slowly with a nice flat back. Come up to standing. You can heel toe your feet a little bit closer together here, but keeping your toes at that 45-degree angle. And once again, big inhale, sending both hands up. And then exhale, bending the knees and sinking into that goddess squat. You are so strong, y'all. Really rooting in our strength, grounding in that truth that we are oftentimes much stronger than we believe. Inhaling, exhaling, and seeing if you can release a little deeper into this squat. And then inhaling, straightening the legs. Heel toeing the feet back close. And then making our way back down to the mat onto our backs. Great. So right away, bringing the knees in to meet the chest. Go ahead and place your hands on your knees. Allow your knees to fall away from each other and just draw some nice big circles. And then coming to stillness, bring both feet to meet the mat. Cross your right leg over your left and tee out your arms, and then just allow your legs to fall over towards the left. Awesome. Sending your legs back through center and allowing them to fall over towards the right. And then going back to center. Unwind your legs here and then cross your left over your right. And allow your legs to go ahead and fall over towards the right side of your body. Send your breath through the low back. Imagine that part around your hips expanding with each breath. And then coming back through center, go ahead and send both legs over towards the left. And then returning both legs back to center, unwind them. Bring your hands to your belly. And go ahead and just let your feet slide on down so that your legs are pressed flat against the mat here. Just taking a moment to be held by the earth. Taking a moment to remind ourselves that when we are tired, the earth is always here to hold us. And we can ground ourselves in that truth. Softening, releasing, on the next inhale, send both hands up over your head like you're taking a nice big stretch. First thing in the morning. Roll on over onto your side, any side, and use that top hand to press up into a seated position. Bringing yourself to seated. I thank you all for joining me again today, day 5. We did it. I look look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then, be well. I see you. I thank you. I